I'm Frank Bonsall, Director of Entrepreneurship at Towson University, where we run an incubator, affectionately known as the Towson University Incubator. We have a very sincere focus on education technology at the incubator. Of around 25 companies, 15 or 16 are very focused on education. Today we have with us a special guest, Nicole Tucker Smith, who is founder and CEO of LessonCast Learning. We've known each other for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years?
Yeah, I think
something
so.
like that, maybe more. And I know your other co-founder similarly, maybe even a little bit longer.
Yes.
How did this idea for LessonCast come into being?
LessonCast came into being, just a little bit about my background. I've been a teacher. I also led professional learning for a large district, and then I was leading a turnaround school. And it was in recognizing what it really takes in order to improve student outcomes in a timely fashion and to measure impact and measure results. I created a process, which later became LessonCast, which evolved into the software. So it was all about recognizing teachers as the #1 factor in improving student outcomes and thinking through strategically, how can we improve teacher quality in a meaningful way?
So sounds like pedagogy and behavior first, technology second.
Well, it's recognizing what are the systems that are already in place for supporting teachers, and then building a technology with that knowledge, and building the technology in a way to make something repeatable and measurable. So we're able to design professional development that is meaningful, but we can also measure its impact and make adjustments. And we use software to do the parts that are hard to do on a human scale. So how do you really scale improvement and quality?
Something about evidence in the classroom of proficiency and growth?
Right, so to give a little bit more detail about what LessonCast does in order to have this high impact. Yeah. So we capture, show, and share effective teaching strategies so that they can be replicated across classrooms and then measured to show its impact on teacher growth and student learning. And we do this with video evidence. So as teachers are thinking through the pedagogy and instructional strategies that they're putting in place in the classroom, we're capturing that behind the scenes thinking, what does it take to make this work for my students, my classroom? Then you have a video clip of the teacher actually doing it. And then there's the analysis of what happens, looking at the student achievement and also the teacher looking at the video and saying, this is where things went really well and this is where I can make a difference next time. Our software packages all of that in a compact multimedia thing called a LessonCast, and then leaders can measure it, they can see results, they can make direct connections between this is the professional development we did for our teachers, and this is the real impact that it had for student learning by connecting to student data systems and also having the teacher analyze their classroom assessment data as well.
And some of this is compulsory, or is this more of a nice to have? How does it fit in there?
So we've been in the nice to have space for a while. What makes this an ideal time for a system like LessonCast is it's becoming a must have. Budgets are getting tighter. School districts are looking to spend money on what works, and they need to show, oh, if I'm spending these millions of dollars, because actually $8 billion is spent every year in teacher professional development, and that's a lowball figure. If we're spending all of this money, how do we know it's making a difference?